All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful day. I got another watch list for you, and after what we saw today, even hitting a new low, we gotta talk about a scary scenario. There was something very unique about today, especially if you have been following along with the macro. So I'm gonna go over all that. I got the keys, I got the plays, all of that, but we really got to talk about the morning and even the after hours today. So I'll start with the most recent after hours. You had Micron earnings. They were not good at all. The only positive thing was them cutting back on spending, but that brought all the chip makers down. We'll see how it is. Again, futures haven't moved. They're actually closed right now, so I can't even see them, but that was big. Nike is dropping very big. Again, they beat on earnings, but people are worried about margins and all of that. But this one's a big one, and I want to see how it's going to play out. IBM, they cut their dividend by 79%. So let's see how that plays out tomorrow. That was just after hours, but coming into today, it was actually crazy. We started the morning with German CPI. It came in very, very high. I think by like 1.5% higher or something like that. Then Liz Truss, she came on and she like doubled down on the tax plan, and she was like, nah, it's super chill. The toilet's not clogged. Like, she was really, really down with it. And even the White House the night before and even in the morning, they even told her that maybe she should reconsider it. But even then, you had all of that stuff. Remember, we thought the Bank of England saved us yesterday. That's why it is surprising. We closed, what, down 2.8 on the NASDAQ? But not only did you get that in the morning, you also had a very rare downgrade on Apple by Bank of America. That clapped things. Then even before, this is all before the bell too. Then right before the bell, you had the jobless claims data, and the fact that jobless claims data was good, it had a bad reaction because then that means the jobs market can support a tighter Fed. And then for the cherry on top throughout the day, Bullard and Fed Mester, they both were very hawkish. They both were using language along the line of saying that they need more rate hikes even moving forward. Surprisingly, it didn't move the market as much, but all of this happened today, and all of this was important. So I'm going to spoil it, but we are going to talk about it here. But like, why is this so key? Because there was so many things going on. But if you notice today, all of the macro indicators fell. Every single thing dropped, but so did the stock market. That means the dollar was down and the market came down at this degree. That should leave your head scratches. So we got a lot to talk about. I made a bunch of trades. We realized a couple $1,000s. We're going to go over all of that. Some plays for tomorrow. So I hope you're ready. Run it. No, I don't want to run it yet. I had something to tell you. I was wearing this all day before. I better see you on stream. YouTube.com/this stock market. It's live. It's free. And it's free, and we love you. And if it gets news is coming on for Boeing right now. Oh, they're saying that they're halting operations on the 787. I'm getting there. I'll show you how it looks like. So I wasn't lying. That's my camera stand, but look at it. See, I have it behind me. It comes up there. There you go. A little different. That's it. Okay, now run it, baby.
Walking to the couch, it's the joints on the legs. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a live, but I still reinvest it. Feel how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down.
All right, off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, there was bad news in the morning and there was a lot of things, but today wasn't macro at all. The dollar dropped, the pound strengthened, even the yen. The yen did weaken, and again, that is what confused things a little bit, but the bonds came down, but they didn't move beyond the range that they were in yesterday, but you still had a massive sell-off in stock. So this is why it was weird, because all of the last 8-9 days, even really since Powell and then even the Fed, a lot of things have been driven by the macro, but what you saw today was that literally every single thing sold off, and this was after a lot of hype from the Bank of England. You would have at least expected maybe one more day. So now tomorrow's the end of the quarter. There's a lot coming into it. That's why this is so important. But now here is the scary scenario, and what I want you to be on the lookout for. You should wait for the macro to start hitting again, or watch out for everything to start moving together. That is literally the scary scenario. But let's start with the first part. Like I'm saying here, wait till the macro starts hitting again. The fact that the market has been very correlated with macro, it's been easy to read if you've been watching those factors, but this is typical of macro. It should be dislocated, and that's why you're going to see some of these days where you can't explain it, and sometimes that's normal, but now this is what we have to be on the lookout for. I brought this up many times throughout the year. On almost every single dollar peak, you'll notice I bring this up, and that's why this is key. But if we watch all of them start to move down together, so essentially if you start watching all of the correlations or how they should move start to break down, and it's like dollar keeps dropping but then the market keeps coming down, that's going to be a problem. If we watch the dollar and bonds and the market all drop at the same time, that is going to start pointing to, well, maybe this is where everything sells off. And this is how a lot of like divergences and stuff kind of even settle themselves out. But the point is, you got to watch out for this, because this could be truly risk off. Again, people just straight up selling everything, or that could be kind of one of those breaking points. But that is what we saw today, and that's why I'm saying this is the scary scenario, heavily correlated to macro, all of these factors. And I've been saying it all day here, you know, even where we open, the ranges, all of that, it all depends on the government. I mean, we could, the government of the UK, even the ECB, we're even going to get, I think, a surprise meeting today or an emergency meeting, and all of that, the Fed, and again, some of this data coming in. And now, like I'm saying for tomorrow too, in the morning, you're going to get PCE, you're going to get a big move, but I think by 10 a.m., that will finalize if it's going to be a bad day or a good day, all about the consumer sentiment. But I'm getting a little sidetracked there. The whole point is, it's all about what happens here with England, Japan, the United States. If we wake up to any of these on the cusp of collapse news or intervention or big policy changes, truly those are the things that could either move us in or out of any of this type of pattern that we're seeing. So coming into the final key now, the market still needs to figure out the last couple of days. We should have been up from England. We're coming down. And remember, we were trying to work out, okay, are we going to hit the new low? We hit it the other day, then we bounce, and now we hit another new low, and now we haven't even tested the 3600 on the SPX or the ES. So the SPY, the SPY, that hit 3600. We closed above 360, but it did hit a new low, I think at like 359 or something like that, and some change. But the SPX never touched 3600, neither did the futures on the front month contract. So there's still a chance for it to hit there. Maybe the market demands it and they want to see it. It could either do it tomorrow or it could do it like 5 days from now. But this is what I'm saying, that May 9th theory is still in play. And this is what we've been saying. Just follow along the last couple weeks. We were expecting set a new low. Powell blessed it and we hit the low. So now it's just a matter of, okay, what is going to be the low till you get the mini pop, and then we're going to hit another low. That's what I'm expecting. That's the May 9th. And then it's going to run up before all of the big sets of data and earnings and everything else we got. So we will see what happens, but either way, tomorrow is going to be a show, so I hope you're ready for it. But let us get into the plays. So right off the bat, I made a ton of trades today. We did take profit on the micro ES. I ended up opening up a future at the bottom. We're going to go about it. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was actually a really, really good day. I was excited about it. But as far as the first three plays, number one, I like this one a lot. They just had earnings and we brought it up. Micron, baby. So earnings were awful. Literally the only good thing was them cutting down on the spending, but watch out for how Wall Street skews it. Again, it dropped like 6-7%, came back even after hours. I even think the futures just opened. Hold on. Yeah, they did, and they're actually going up right now. Even again with all the news, even the IBM and all that. But either way, with Micron, if that thing goes below 45, I think they're done. That was their 2018 level. They had a really big sell-off in 2016, and they went lower than that, but 2018 and $45, that is a big price. So I think chip makers will get affected by this tomorrow. We'll see. Again, if there's any sort of optimism here that it's even shown within the futures, I mean, that could play out a little differently, but gonna be watching that. If it goes below 45, I think it's finished. So we will see. But that's the first play. Then play number two, man. Again, after hours, IBM. They cut the dividend by 78%. It's absolutely huge. So I think it's going to make most of the move before the bell. And actually, ironically enough, after the news, it dropped like 8% or something. And now it's back up to positive. So I think pre-market or even like right at the bell, that one might move a lot. But I'm definitely going to watch out for that. And then if it does end up souring the sentiment, this could make the Dow underperform. Again, Dow's only like 30 companies. If they sold off, again, what I saw pre or the post-market, but I don't know where it's going to open, but if that is lower, that should have a heavier weighted effect on the Dow. But watch them and then play number three, baby. NVIDIA, I actually bought some stock today. So even though I have some puts kind of near the lower level, like we said, we've been taking profits. And this is something I want you to think about. I'm not going to be afraid of upside at these levels, especially with like the low 360s. But I would get some upside around here, and that's what I'm going to start doing as we start to enter lows, whether this is the low or not. I'm just going to start buying into some of these lower levels, and that's what I did with NVIDIA. I only grabbed 50 shares, but got in at 122.11. I think it barely moved. I was down on it and down like $5 or something, but whole idea is I do want some upside, and then if I'm trading here and I'm opening some of these other plays, some of them are a little bit lower, that upside would definitely help out, and we were able to do that on some day trades. So those are the main plays. As far as everything else now, here are the trades for the day. There was a lot of them, but I started the morning off with Home Depot. Remember from yesterday, I thought I made a mistake on it with the average. Thankfully, it was bigger size, so it turned into like a $200 profit pretty quick. Closed that one out. I think it was just below $200. And then even into like the first low, I could have waited and made a little bit more, but then I have that other Dow and the MNQ short. So I said, you know what? I think it might be time. I even got to hit the upside too yesterday. I closed out of that MES, the micro E-mini on the S&P. I realized $2,500 profit, and then I shorted 6B again. That is the pound. I think I'm down like $600 on it now. It kept going up, but I think 110 is going to be one, but you could probably risk like 3% against you on this. I think it could probably go back to 113, 115. I may even grab another one, but overall, I do think the pound, I think we're just going to get more volatility considering how we moved, and then day two here today, but still in that one. And then I shorted the NQ at 11,221, covered for like 7 points below. That one was like a couple $100, I think like 150 or 100. Then I made another small ES day trade, 3651 to 3649. I think that one was another like 100 or like $60. Then I bought 365475, another small flip right there. Then I bought the NQ at 11234. I flipped it out at 1124. That one I think it was like $400 or $500 or something. It was actually pretty decent. That trade was good. And then I grabbed the NVIDIA, then the NQ. I went after it again. I hit another short. I was up on it, and then you'll see I ended the last day. That was the other one, and I flipped the ES back and forth. All the other trades are profitable. I pretty much realized like $1,100 on the NQ and then the ES, but then that final trade, I took one at 11.57. I really thought it was going to flush, and I'm cool with holding it, but now I'm going to have to balance it out. But that last one, I'm holding down negative $1,800 right now. So not too bad, but now you'll see how it's playing out. Here's the rest of the holdings. Okay, I guess I'm down $900 on the pound there. That one ended up going up there. I guess they're all open. Everything's opened up pretty green on that one, but still holding that one. This one might be a little bit longer of a swing. We're going to see how that one plays out. The MNQ still profitable on that one, but holding the MYM. Remember, this was the Dow, and this is why I was thinking I could cut out the other one, because pretty much as I cut out my other micro, this one was going positive, because remember, I was down on it after the upside on yesterday, but still holding that. Then there's the NQ one. That's the one I'm down on. That was the day trade. And again, here's even a tip. I'm cool with holding the level. So on some of these day trades, when I'm doing them, in the back of my mind, that is something I'm keeping in mind. Is like, if I'm making it at a level, is this something, if it kind of gets away from me, will I be comfortable holding and tying into the plan? So definitely keep that in mind. But we're going to be maneuvering this one. We'll see by the morning, and then all the data and everything else. And then Apple from yesterday, I didn't cut out of it. We're up 273 on that one. Not too bad. The EWGs, they came back up. Netflix still down $18. And then the NVIDIA's below that. It says it down like $4 or something like that. And then the Adobe and Arc are the other plays down. And then we were down 3,500 unrealized on UNG. I'm waiting. I was supposed to buy today. I really was, man. I kept talking about it. I wanted a calmer day. I don't know. It's like some days you could just see it when it's not just spazzing every 10 minutes. So I'm waiting for that, but still have all of that in mind. Gonna see where we close this week, and then setting up and thinking about the next move. So I hope you're ready. But that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate, healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to remember, baby, the pressure is all you. No pressure right now. I don't care if it's market pressure. I don't care if it's gold pressure. I need you to vibe with it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to vibe with it, ride with it. Amor Fati is going to lead you exactly where you need to be. But get ready, man. Just remember now, when everything starts getting mixed up, you're going to get an answer today, but it may be wrong tomorrow, and vice versa. But you got to embrace it, and you're ready for it. Chad, I'm telling you, you already know, baby. So let's go. Let's have fun on Friday. Shout out to all the positivity, and let's bring the energy tomorrow. And I hope you're ready, and God bless you, Chad Donnie. I love you. I love you. Okay. Hug. You want a hug? Is this like a hug? Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you.